Come with me into the mind of Boris Johnson. Stay in single file and try not to knock over any plaster busts of Winston Churchill. Now, what's this we find? Oh my God, these are thoughts. But these are no ordinary thoughts. These are huge thoughts, thoughts that threaten to burst through the PM's skull, leaking out his earlobes and causing panic in the streets. Here are a couple, HS2, and a bridge between Scotland and Northern Ireland. Propelling these in the prime ministerial bonce is a disturbing can-do attitude, a revival of the building brio of the Victorians who bludgeoned a transport infrastructure onto the country before anyone had a chance to say, "Hoi, wait a minute." But minutes matter, and commuters haven't time to wait for them. Hence, HS2, the high-speed rail link, will shave 20 minutes of the travelling time between London and Birmingham, thus rejuvenating the entire economy of Great Britain and making us once more the envy of the world. However, the measure is not supported by all Britons, some cavilling at the cost which, in the traditional manner of public projects, has risen from a microscopic £32.7 billion to a wee tiny £106 billion. As so often, it fell to top current affairs magazine Viz to devise, in its famous Top Tips column, a solution that you'd have thought acceptable to all London businessmen. Save the government billions of pounds building a high-speed rail link to Birmingham by arranging your meetings in Birmingham 20 minutes later. HS touché. However, the Prime Minister of all Britain is having none of this and, emboldened by visions of his legacy as Boris the Bold, Boris the Good, Boris the Wizzo, his big bonce bobbed about once more and shook out his second great thought, a £20 billion bridge between Scotland and Northern Ireland, bringing the two controversial provinces together in the same way that HS2 would cement a love between the north and south of England. This bridge, alas, has been greeted by the citizenry with a giant raspberry. Even Borisian loyalists in the Daily Telegraph have derided it as bonkers. Here, Herald readers and other leading citizens denounced it as a vanity project, a cynical gimmick, a bread and circuses distraction from a noted classicist more Nero than Augustus. Critics highlighted the outrageous logistics, with a requirement for massive columns, and the need to negotiate a seabed whereof tons of munitions sit about waiting for a chance to explode. They also point out that Isambard Kingdom Boris has previous with the failed London Garden Bridge project that turned £53 million into fertiliser. There's something peculiar about Boris and bridges. Is it Freudian? Is he forcing different parts of the country into conjugation? Is it all pants? Something to do with suspenders? Who knows? At least he can't take responsibility for the Queen's Ferry crossing, which for more on this story, visit the news article link.